Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. Today we are going to talk about an IT contingency plan created for your organization by our group. This is our group mates. So, what's an IT contingency plan? First, we need to know what's a contingency plan. A contingency plan is simply the alternate plan or the plan B. So, it takes place when the actual plan doesn't work. So, an IT contingency plan is simply the alternate plan that takes place when the IT resources of your organization stops working. Now, your company needs an IT contingency plan for the two most important things. One, your company needs to back up your data, and two, your company needs to protect your data. Now, why it needs to back up the data? You have a server system in the main branch. If anything happens to the server, all the employees, field employee, the employees in the warehouse, everything depends on that server, on that database. So if that server stops working and all the data gets erased, your company will stop working, and it will take a lot of time and a lot of money to recover that damage. And why you need to protect your data? Because if any competitor or if any wrong employee gets the wrong data from different department, it can harm your business. Now, importance of IT contingency plan: to be prepared for unwanted disaster like server crash or any kind of hacking into the website. Like a server can crash for different reasons, for simply a voltage up down, or like a big earthquake or flood. So first we need to be prepared for unwanted disaster. Secondly, we need to protect the information to get spilled over. Like if the third party or any competitor gets the information, or if any employee who is working at marketing or who is working in another department gets the wrong information from another department, that could harm the organization. And thirdly, keeping the MI system running no matter what. So it actually falls under the first, to prepare to prepare for an unwanted disaster. Like anything can stop the organization's MI system for a longer period of time. So we need to prepare a plan that can protect us from that disaster and keep the MI system running, because in the MI system your organization actually depends. Like the sale, the employees' salary, the employees' information, the customers' information, everything actually is listed in that MI system. So if that MI system stops running, your business stops running. So that's why the IT contingency plan is very important. Now, has there been any cases that anything happened due to not having an IT contingency plan? Yes, Google, Microsoft, and big organization in the history has faced an IT contingency plan like this. Like National Health Service, it's a health organization in England. They faced a server meltdown in the year of 2008. So as a result, they had to postpone 500 operations. Now nobody died in that case, but they had to pay all the damage, and it was a huge loss. The same way Microsoft faced a server disaster, and that's why they lost all the users' data, and that cost them like $500 million. So IT contingency plan is actually very important for your organization, since if it stops running, it might take 1 month to start your business again properly, and in that 1 month you will lose all the profit that you could get, and also information will get spilled over, and maybe your in a warehouse your product will get stolen, and there is no evidence of that since your MI system is not running. So it is very important for your organization to have a IT contingency plan. So that's all of my part. Let's get into the scope of IT contingency plan.
I'm Sadia Vedin, and I'm going to discuss about scope of the IT contingency plan. First of all, about the environment of the organization. Judging the environment of the organization, we should provide security to the data by establishing a backup plan. Then limit users, as every employee can access the database, so we should limit the database based on the ranking of the organization. Alternative internet service, as in Shujanagar they are using poor internet connection, so we should provide them better internet connection so that they can easily access it. For this contingency plan, we can apply two systems. Online backup system, here we can backup the data to the online server by third party. Second one, physical backup system. Here we can set up a backup server. It's more secure than but complex, and moreover we need more maintenance. Security, the physical server is more secure than the online server. In IT manager, for maintenance it needs a separate IT manager. Third point, physical backup system is protected from damage by the organization. These are the scopes how we can apply the contingency plan in this organization.
Hello everyone, I'm Faisal Maksud Khan and I'm covering the contingency plan. Before we start our planning, we wanted to make sure that it has to be cost effective, easier execution and easier data recovery system. To start our plan, we will buy a server computer from Ryan's. Our server computer is equipped with 3.1 GHz Intel Xeon processor, known as the best processor. It also has 8 GB of RAM and 2 TB of hard disk and other necessary peripherals. For extra protection, keeping the server room free from humidity, we will buy an AC to keep the server room cool and fresh. We will also take necessary steps to keep the server room safe from any fire, accident and any kind of natural disaster. Our IT manager will back up our data every day. And our password protective server will deny access from any unauthorized user. Now, how we are going to execute our plan? At first, we are going to set up our data backup server in Sylhet. It will locate in the upper floor of the Sylhet branch. As we already know that the Sylhet server is connected with broadband internet connection, so we can use that connection for our data backup. After every working day, the IT manager will start backup data from the Chittagong server, and it will be a daily process, and the manager will report to the Chittagong branch that the data backup is done. And that's how we are going to execute our plan. And we think that this plan is cost effective, easier data recovery system and easier execution. Thank you.
Coming to the point of budgeting, the whole part is divided into two parts. One is the one-time expenditure that we have to incur at the beginning, and another is annual expenditure. It is actually on a monthly basis, and we have summed it up to annual. For the one-time expenditure, we have chosen the server of Dell. The model is Dell PowerEdge T110. It has a capacity of 2 TB, and according to the Ryan's computer, the price is 86,000 taka. Since we are highly dependent on generator, we have purchased an online UPS to make sure a static current supply. The cost is around 18,000 taka according to the Ryan's computer. We have chosen the inverter technology AC of Sharp. It is a 1-ton AC, assuming that the room is 80 square feet. According to the best electronics, the price is 67,200 taka. We have chosen the generator of Conion. It has a capacity of 3,500 watt, and the price at best electronics is 28,800 taka. A network switch of D-Link is 900 taka at Ryan's computer. A box of Cat 6 cable, 8,000 taka. We might not need the whole 305 feet cable, but keeping the future need in mind, we bought that. 2 pieces of smoke detector at 550 each from BDSTAL. Fire alarm cost at 550 taka from BDSTAL. The both are inclusive of the installation fee. 25 kg of dry chemical powder as fire extinguisher cost around 13,000 taka from ABC. We kept a provision for 5,000 taka for any peripherals. that we might need during installation. Summing up the total one-time expenditure, we get 2,15,550 taka. Coming to the point of annual expenditure, we need to hire an IT manager. The monthly salary would be 20,000 taka, which will result in annual 2,40,000 taka. This number is based on the assumption and the demand of the new graduates from the related sectors. 2 guards on 12-hour shift costing 12,000 per month and 1,44,000 annually. The rate is based on the charge at Dhaka. House rent 5,000 taka per month and 6,000 annually. The oil for generator will vary based on the amount of load shedding. We took an average of 5,000 per month and 60,000 annually, so the total annual cost gets 5,04,000 taka.
Good day everyone, this is Mushfika Zahin Chaudhary. Now I will tell you about the staff training and testing process. Staff training in the contingency plan is to ensure those staffs to meet the requirements that are based on their actions. However, this training should be provided instantly after entering the job. Not only this, all the existing personnel will receive short training annually. Objective of the training. The main objective is to prepare all the employees to the extent that they can able to execute their recovery procedures without the actual documents. By doing this training, the knowledge of the recruiters about the contingency plan will be increased and organization will get an effective results as well. Following plan elements they will be trained on. Purpose of the plan. Staffs need to know what the topmost priority data that they need to recover. Cross-team coordination and communication. In this regards, IT manager of the head office, which is located in CTG, will train other branches IT manager, and other staffs will be trained by branch IT managers. This is how cross-team coordination and communication will happen. Reporting procedure. Staffs need to know how to do the reporting properly to the IT manager. Security requirements. Staffs will have to understand the security requirements so that they can maintain all the procedure thoroughly, and they need to aware about IT security issues. Individual responsibilities. Individual responsibility means if someone goes wrong, they must notify their IT supervisor or IT manager. Plan testing process. Plan testing is the most acute part in the capability of contingency. IT manager of the headquarter in Chittagong branch will testify each and every contingency plan process and confirms the accuracy of each and every recovery procedures. The following areas should be concerned. System recovery on an alternative platform from backup media. When the system crashes, IT manager will try to recover the system from different medias. Second of all, coordination among recovery teams. There could be more than one IT manager search for the same data at the same time. Then it will be in a trouble. Therefore, they must have coordination in their work. Internal and external connectivity. During the recovery time, IT manager need to be connected with their internal and external teams because there are many queries that may arise during that time and they need to solve in order to advance system performance using alternative equipments. In this recovery process, IT managers can use alternative equipments to make the process faster. To make sure it is suitable for the specific data recovery process. ID and password security. IT manager can put ID and password protection so that this will make recovery data more protected and safe. Schedule testing. IT manager will turn off the main data server and run the backup data server once in a month. Contingency plan review. As we said before, we have a backup data server which is located in Sylhet. We will check it once a month to make sure it is working properly. The process is very simple. Here is a flowchart of the review process. The flowchart says, first step is we will shut down the Chittagong server after each month final transaction. Second step, we will put Sylhet backup data server online. Third step, each branch manager will try to access data from backup server. If they get the access properly and can do their work properly, then we will think that everything is fine. By doing this, they will get assurance that if anything happens to the Chittagong server, they can easily retrieve data from Sylhet server. Thank you everyone. This is all my part.
So that's our presentation. Hope you like our proposal. If you have any question or any advice, give a comment below. Thank you.